Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you are watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, Mheshimiwa Ruto is one man who is determined to revenge on former President Uhuru Kenyatta and some of the cabinet secretaries who are serving under the Uhuru regime. Inasmuch he is determined to revenge, the biggest problem, which is a tragedy ahead of him, is the reaction from the ground. And one man, Fred Matiang'i, is one of the targets that William Ruto is going for. So the other day we have a story on how police officers raided Matiang'i home. Actually, Matiang'i was under house arrest, as simple as that. And after that move, we know what Azimio did. We know what Matiang'i lawyer did. And it has caught up the government, unexpected, from the reaction from Kenyans and the Kisii community. Right now, and from yesterday, people of Kisii are now demonstrating because they feel that one of their own is being frustrated for no good reason by this regime. Because Kenyans are aware that if you have any problem or any charges against anyone in this country, you have to follow the law. To the end, let someone be arrested, arraigned in court, and then be charged. Then the person defend himself. That is what the law dictates. But William Ruto is trying the way of frustration, taking us back into the Moi era. That's why many people are saying that we have William Ruto as the living and breathing Moi of our times. So, the Kisii community is now demonstrating. They are in pain and they are so much angry because of frustration that Matiang'i is facing. First of all, watch this video, and then from there we are going to check on how the panicked government is trying to respond to this situation.
Hapa ndio Mheshimiwa Matiang'i amezaliwa na hapa ndio kwetu. Tumekuja hapa leo, hii mchana wa leo, kushutumu kile kitendo cha jana ambao serikali ilikuja kuzingira makao ya kijana wetu huko Nairobi. Tunawaambia ya kwamba hiyo sio jambo mzuri kwa serikali ambayo imesema inasimamia ukweli. Kura tulipiga na tulipata kiongozi. Na inastahili kila mmoja wetu aheshimiwe. Wale waliofanya kazi wakati wao na wamestaafu waachwe wapumzike.
Kwa Matiang'i walienda wapi? Kwa sababu Matiang'i samani the great citizen of this country. Mbona wale waskari ambao wanastahili kumlinda walienda wapi? Kama mnatuambia eti amwitui watu walienda huko na ikiwa usiku. Na tena kama si hesi yako na makosa, tuko na sheria katika Kenya hii. Tafadhali tunawaomba, mmetugusa vibaya sisi kama Wakisii. Mumpeleke kwa mahakamani, tuko na sheria, astakiwe, akipatwa na makosa afungwe. Kwa sababu sheria ni yetu, sisi ndio tulitunga. Lakini kwenda kufanyia maisha ya mtu mchezo hatutaruhusu. Kama Wakisii, wakina mama tutatembea tukiwa uchi mpaka ile parliament tuambiwe mtoto wetu anafanywa nini. Tumerani na
now we are continuing with the panel discussion, but just a quick request for those who are watching and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our channel subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you, and back to this discussion. William Samoei Ruto and his government have been put in a corner to take a defense position in matters responding to the situation that was at Fred Matiang'i's home. They are now defending themselves. And Kithure Kindiki came out and is confirming that he has checked out with all enforcement agencies, and they are confirming that none of them went for the arrest of Fred Matiang'i. Because he's saying that he has confirmed with the National Police Service, he has confirmed with the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, he has confirmed with the Kenya Revenue Authority, and all other enforcement agencies, and none of them has an order, had ordered or look for the order to look for the former Interior CS. Let me just quote Kithure Kindiki. This allegation is false. No police officer or any security agency from any government institution or department was dispatched to the home of Dr. Matiang'i to arrest, harass, or otherwise interfere with his constitutional right in any manner whatsoever. That is Professor Kithure Kindiki. They are denying none of the security agency, law enforcement security agency was sent to Fred Matiang'i's home. But then you can see the residents, village people from Matiang'i's village have come out to stand with Fred Matiang'i. They are saying that we will not keep quiet as you frustrate one of our own. We will come out and defend him. You can see the Kisii County is coming out again in response to this, in defense of Fred Matiang'i as one of their own. So as this session goes by, the biggest loser here, in my view, is going to be William Samoei Ruto. So in as much is determined to frustrate Uhuru Kenyatta's former cabinet, the issue is that he's also going to lose so much on ground, and many people are going to see him as a dictator. People are going to view him as another Moi in the name of William Ruto. So just take on that situation as of now. For example, to show you that Ruto is going to lose, there was this push that Ruto wanted to work with the leaders from Kisii. Started from Kisii Governor, Simbarat. And yes, Simbarat said that he's ready to work with the government as matters to do with the development. But now look at this situation. When Matiang'i was in that situation, the allegation that he was arrested, what did the Simbarat do? He drove back and went to Matiang'i's residence. And when he was asked to say that Matiang'i is a resident in Kisii, so I'm his governor, I have to know the situation in which he is as of now. As yes, as an elected leader, he was right in his capacity of leadership to understand why Matiang'i is in frustration. Tell me, if he was supporting William Ruto, then he decided to go and defend Matiang'i. The reason why he's defending Matiang'i, he knows that people on ground in Kisii would want someone who will come out as a defender of one of their own. That alone tells you that already he is against what Ruto is doing, because now he has to go with the masses. So because of this, already Ruto is losing on the ground. Because, however, in politics, interest matters. Simbarati has interest to vie for the second term as a governor. Because of that, he has to speak the language of the people on ground. When they say that no frustration for one of our own, he has to stand with these people, but not to go against the wish or will of the people on ground. So if he had those ideas to work with Ruto, he might not come out as that much open to do so, because then he will be viewed by the people on ground as a betrayer of the community. So he has to stand with the community. That alone make William Ruto lose any support that he would have got from Simbarati and his team. Now, if Ruto was gaining some level of popularity within Kisii, tell me as of now, if we have an election today in this country, how is the Kisii going to vote? or let me put it this way, how will the Kisii community vote today? Are they going to vote for William Ruto or Raila Odinga? Because the perception is that William Ruto is haunting one of the Kisii people, a leader of reputation in this country, a man who has been respected among the Kisii community. But then Raila Odinga went there in defense of the same person. So who has won and who has lost? The biggest loser is William Ruto. The biggest winner is Raila Odinga. At least if Ruto was serving his second term, he would not mind anything, because after all, he will not be on this street campaigning again. But unfortunately for him, he's just in the first term. So he needs the people again. Because of this, he has to think and rethink. And at the end of the day, if he's not careful, he's going to lose in a big way. Because even the country is in a big problem. Njaa imemaliza watu. Anapo unaita frustrations. People will see you as the most incompetent leader of their time. As simple as that. Now, we are also seeing that William Ruto is trying to test the water. How deep is the water? And by this move, I think the intelligence have taken report back to him. And solicited advice has now been offered to William Ruto. Because now he has read the mood of the people, the reaction, the opposition side, and the Kenyans at large. People are seeing William Ruto as a man who has more focus on revenge. A man who cannot forgive, despite the fact that he called himself as a Christian. For Christians, we forgive and move on. You can forgive, but you don't forget, but then you move on. So for him, if he feels that he was mistreated, so he's here to revenge. But then the situation is that on ground, no one would want such kind of a thing to happen on anyone in this country. So that is the kind of information we are getting from the ground, and the demonstrations will continue. So whatever Raila gets to Kisii, with the movement is having as of now, the Azimio movement, tell me how Kisii are going to turn out and support what Raila Odinga is doing, just because one of their own is now suffering in the hands of William Samoei Ruto. So, mambo imekataa kwa ground. Ruto, you are on your own. Kenyans are saying no to intimidation and no to Moism in this new